This is one of the baby survivors from the shipping. He's doing great. And this is the brother. He's huge. Yeah, he's all of 3 inches now, and he's in here with little Red, who's still healing. But yeah, he's doing well. I had to separate these guys because I put my red terrors here, so now they're sharing the larger tank. And believe it or not, look at them. They know they're brothers, but this Redis Latus does better with the red terrors for now than with his own brother, who beats him up really bad. So he's naughty. The red terrors kind of accept him, so for now. But they're doing well in this tank, and they're growing really, really fast. That large one there is 2.5, pushing 3 inches also. Like really, really quick. We get plenty of water changes and food. Going to another tank, I put the Sunshine Malaria Loricana Sunshine female, the one who's holding. She's still holding, and I put her in this tank by herself. She's in a 20-gallon long by herself. And there's one little fry in this tank somewhere. So I'll hopefully let her spit. I took her out of her hang on the side thing that was on the tank. The eggs in that tumbler didn't do too well, so those eggs have perished. I only saved one, which has hatched in this tank. So something happened with that tumbler, and the eggs disintegrated, which is really, really odd. It's possibly had to do with the water change that I did on it. It's very possible. But one little egg survived. It's in here somewhere, and she's holding tons of eggs or fry in her mouth, and she has not let them go yet. But there is one little fry in here. So you live and learn. I'm not saying tumblers don't work. It's just that it's probably the design that I made. It's better just to buy one made for that. So they worked for a while, and for some reason the hatchlings disappeared. Only one was left in there. So that's why she's in here. She's much better in here by herself. African's doing well. As you can see, ornery little guys, hungry all the time. Okay, now going to the malaria spawning site. I had to separate these guys. Put the females here, and I left the male here on this side by himself because he's being super aggressive. He's beating up the females, and he's being naughty. Yep. Bully women, no good. So he bullied the runt female here so badly that she got Popeye. And I checked my water. It wasn't from my water. It has to do with the bullying. It has to be. Because I saw him beating and beating and beating and beating and beating. So I did a water change, and I added some salt, and I added just a tiny bit of meds, and within 24 hours her eye completely healed up. So I just did a water change today again. So I've done 2 water changes in 2 days, and they're doing fine. She is doing good. Completely healed. and they're safe for now. So see, he wants to get to them so badly, as you can see, but he can't have them for now. We're going to give these poor girls a chance to rest. Plus, he's not spawning with these girls. He's just beating them up. The spawning female's in that 20 gallon that I showed you just a moment ago. But look, he wants at them. Alright guys. And these guys are showing their spawning dress. Check out these convict, how beautiful. Blue, reddish belly, blue fins. Same with this female. Oh, they're going at it, the females. Fighting over this boy. And I had another boy, but Brusco ate him. A little story today about Brusco. I was feeding him this morning. You can see how beat up he is. See, he's got all kinds of scratches and owies. Well, this numbskull, when I opened the lid here on this side, he does this typical Brusco fashion when he jumps, right? Well, he jumped out of the tank because I was here in the center of the tank, and he was over here thinking I was going to feed over here where I normally do. Well, when I lifted this thing, he jumped clean out of this tank here and landed on the concrete here. He flopped all the way over here. That fast. I'm talking in less than 2 seconds. So this is quite a fall. I mean, it's a good 4-foot fall. So I picked him up. He stuck me with his dorsal. I have bad luck with fish dorsal fins. But he stuck me a little bit. It wasn't too bad. Just bled a little bit. But most importantly was just trying to get him back in the water and seeing what the damage was on him. And he never broke stride. The minute I put food in the water, he's like, "Where's my food?" And he continued eating. So the fall didn't hurt him at all. It kind of knocked some sense into him. But he ate like nothing. Didn't even break stride. They're tough fish. See, you can see that scrape on them. That's from the fall. So unbelievable how strong these fish are. It reminded me of Anti, my flower horn, when I went to pick him up here locally. And yeah, he chose me. He jumped out. He stuck me with his dorsal. I bled. He stuck me really bad. And he fell on the concrete. The owner freaked out, and I had to take him. So kind of reminded me of that, except he didn't stick me with his dorsal until I tried to pick him up. But he got out so quick, man. I just didn't even have time to react. But he's okay. Brusco. That's why I call you Brusco. Brusco means like rough, like a roughneck, like a just ornery. And he's not really an aggressive fish, but I see him chasing the red devil around. Now, I don't know how long that's going to last, but look how fat this devil is. Look at the belly on this. Is that a female? Or is that just one big fat fish that's just been eating like crazy? He's going to get big. This is going to be a big fish. So they're not going to be in this tank much longer. Just probably another 2 or 3 months, I think. For me, that's not much longer, but they're definitely going to be upgraded in the near future. So, just wanted to let you know about his escapade or escaping techniques. And of course, my Texas. He's not being too aggressive as much because he's being put in check by the red devil. He's being kept in this little house, but at least you got a house, buddy, right? At least you got a house. But see how his fins are a little bit, they're not as, he's not peacocking around anymore because he's, he got put in this place. Super aggressive fish. If I put him in another environment, he probably would take over. Look at him. See him? He's still fussing. But this guy right here puts him in his place. And I guess he's a tank boss, but I'm gonna say this guy is probably the tank boss. But this guy's so carefree. He's just rough. But he chases away the red devil. So, and the convicts doing their thing. I'm thinking they want to mate. They want to spawn. And I know this female's ready. This poor thing. But they won't accept her. So I might have to find her a little boy. Yeah, three's a crowd. If Brusco hadn't ate the other male, she'd have a boyfriend. And my rescue boy is doing good. He's paralyzed still, but still swims, still eats. He does his thing. He got really dark, but he's healthy. I'm glad to see him. He's experiencing the tank with his tank mates, and he is no slouch. I'm telling you, he's aggressive at feeding time. He chases everybody away. So he is quite the aggressor, but he's a little handicapped, should I say. He's hurt. So, but he doesn't stop him. He's living, so that's the most important thing. Okay guys, this video got long. Those are just a few things on a few of my tanks. Take care guys.